Howdy, Possum Patty here, and this is my little golden book, Junk Journal, The Colors of Winter. But today is Take a Walk on the Wild Side Wednesday, so come on along. So this is nature journaling for Wednesday, February 16th, 2022. And I took a walk out in the snow and I was looking at the animal tracks in the snow, and the snow had already started to melt a little bit. So some of them were a little hard to recognize, but I took a picture. Let me flash that in here first. And I printed it out with my Canon IV printer. And I believe these are cottontail rabbit tracks. And the way you can tell is that the front feet are behind the larger back feet because they're hopping. And what makes it different than squirrel tracks is that the front feet are offset a little bit. If this was squirrel tracks, these might be more even next to each other, but they're offset. And the smaller tracks are in the back and the larger tracks are in the front because they're hopping and their front feet go forward. So I thought it would be fun to do a cute rabbit page. And you know, I had my gnome book out because I was journaling here on February 9th about the tunnels that the little mice make under the snow. And on that page was a cute little bunny. But it's very spring-like. So I thought maybe if I cut this out and put it on a bit of a snowy background and then add my picture and my journaling, that would be a quick nature journal page. And in the book, I saved most of the pages. I think some of them are going to get covered up, but some of the pages I'm going to keep from the original story. And this page says, "Gray are the little footprints that like to follow me." There's a beautiful nature picture here. So maybe I can do my journaling right here. Leave this page up here like that, and then make a winter page out of my spring. I know it's spring because here's a dandelion bunny picture with the little girl gnome feeding the baby rabbit. And it says one of her favorite pastimes is cuddling and bottle feeding the neighborhood baby rabbits, especially if their mothers have been killed by hunters or animals. So we're going to cover that girl up because there's plenty of her on other pages, so we don't need her there. So I'm going to fussy cut this a little bit and look for some winter paper to put here. And let's see if we can keep this simple. Okay, I grabbed the Silent Night paper pack Recollections from Michaels. I got this on clearance, half price, or even 70% off, I think, after Christmas. And I grabbed that pack because of these pastel colors and the word gray. And I've got these gray evergreen branches and some pink, which I think goes perfect. Look at the snowflakes and the snowflakes. So this might have to be the background, but I may want to layer something else on the page too. So let me cut the background down to size and see what I can fit on the page. Okay, here's the plan so far. I glued down this pink snowflake background. It goes beautifully with this other page. I cut out this piece of gray, and I think I'm going to glue her down and keep it straight in the corner, but then fussy cut around it like that. And I cut a strip of this really fun paper here to put at the top with the words in the corner like that. Something like this, something like this. And then I'll do the other page. So the first thing I have to do is glue her down. And let's see, let's just use some tacky glue on this, I guess. So a lot of people are quite new to the idea of what nature journaling is. And there's probably no wrong way to do nature journaling. But the idea is to record something in your journal about the natural world. And you could do that through writing, photography, sketching, collaging, words, and pictures, or just words, or just pictures. However you want to do it. It is a lot of fun, and once you start nature journaling, you are never bored because there is always something to journal about. And it could be as easy as and simple as looking at the sky and writing down what the weather is. Or you can get very complicated and, you know, study plants and their Latin binomials and watch animals in their habitats and make observations and recordings. So the easiest way to start off is just to go outside and find one thing that you want to write about or take a picture of or sketch, or all three, and record it. It's usually important to put where and when. So if you just write the date and where you are, it is not always important to know exactly what you're looking at, because you can do a description instead. I saw a yellow bird with a black head at the feeders today, and used a description or a picture or a sketch and write the date. Go out and take a picture of a plant or a mushroom or some moss or a lichen or a tree, anything, insect, clouds. There is no limit to what you can do. So I cut off almost all of that dandelion and I saved it here because that can go on a spring page now. Okay, let me glue this across the top so I can figure out what my placement's going to be. I've worked with a lot of school kids and teachers are always like, oh, I don't want to take my kids outside because I don't know the name of anything. I said, well, that's quite all right. You really don't have to know the names of everything. You kind of learn as you go along. Just take a picture or sketch a picture or write a description or all three. And I tell you what, eventually you'll probably figure out what it is. I know there's lots of lichens and mosses that I've journaled about that I have no idea what they are. But that's okay. That is okay. stand up. If I stand up, I can see if it's crooked. It doesn't help a lot, but it helps a little bit. Okay, that is my border. And then this will go in the corner. And this, the words will go right there. Do I want to distress this? I think I do. I think I do want to put a little black around it because this is gray, so I think the black will go. Get my Doris dauber here. Where is it? Oh, missing one. Oh, there it is. Just to put a little contrast here with the white paper and the pink background. And the gray is going to go with, oh, maybe I'll do the rabbit too. I didn't want to do that because that's shiny foil. I kind of wanted to leave that like that. Although I guess I could have done it, right? Yeah, see how that pops up nice? This just makes it pop out a little bit more. When I started nature journaling, I started, oh, so simply. Very, very simple. Got more complicated as I went along. Did a lot of sketching and observations and learning about plants. I need the little sponge to get it in the corner. I need a new black ink pad. The pad on that one's wearing out. Okay, I'm just going to glue this in the corner. Then my nature journaling got very whimsical. I was doing all kinds of Possum Patty characters and things like that. I hear a cat banging at the door. Easy way to do nature journaling is to get, go to a tag sale, yard sale, flea market, and get a couple of nature books. Like, for instance, when you see a bird, look for it in the book and cut it out and put it down on the page. And just say, I saw this bird today, date and place. You learn a lot that way. Better go let that cat in. Okay, I'm going through my stash here, looking for something pretty. Put up in the corner, I have these Jolie's Boutique snowflakes that are really pretty. I think I got these at a yard sale or something. Get them out. Well, both cats are in the room and one is going crazy. She's just running all around. These are kind of falling off. That's a pretty one. These kind of have pink in the middle. Something like that. Isn't that pretty? Pretty, pretty, pretty. Now they're getting into everything. Okay, I'm going to put a little fabric tack on that dot because they don't seem to be very sticky. Oh, these have like a little sequin in the middle. That's what's sparkling. Okay, let that dry. I almost want to put a little shadow under the rabbit. I don't know why. The sun's come around the side of the house. I don't want to ruin it, but I really want to do this. Okay, where's my awl? That's not it. Stablio All pencil. Writes on almost all things. Somewhere in the back here. Let me find it. Okay, don't want to ruin it, but this is what the pencil looks like. I'll put a little shadow. I like to ground my characters. To the page. I want to get a little down on the pink. Then what you do is you take your water brush and if you think it's too dark, just wipe it off. You don't want to make it too dark, but now some people might not like that, but I do. I do. I like them to be grounded to the page. Well, that was kind of just a fun glue page because I'm doing Rabbit in the Snow and I had to change it from spring to winter. And my actual journaling is going to be over here. Now, should I just write or should I put a card? A journal on this card and then put the card in there. Maybe add a couple more snowflakes on this side. So much for being simple, right? Okay, what can I do to this card? I'm going to peel off the back and make sure I got it going the right way. This is it. I'm just going to put that right there. Cover up the Christmas trees. I think I'm going to round the corners. And I may even May even put some black around the edge. Yes, I may. Just so it matches something on the other side. And I may even put some snowflakes from that pack. I haven't seen too many different kinds of tracks around the yard because it seems like we have snow, and then as soon as it starts, you know, like a couple of days go by so I can go out and look at tracks, it rains and washes it away. I've seen a lot of deer tracks and bird tracks. Okay, that's going to get glued down there. I'm going to do a little bit of journaling. I'll be right back. And there's my nature journaling. Simple. February 16th, 2022. Rabbit tracks in the snow. The hind paws track in front. The front paws are slightly uneven. I added some of these gorgeous three-dimensional snowflake to match the other page. And I am very happy with my, I'll call this simple, right? Simple nature journaling page for today. So thanks for coming along. Happy junk journaling, happy nature journaling, happy art journaling. Bye-bye now.